All right, how about that for the introduction here? Dave Blaze, how are you doing?
Would you play it twice?
I just said how you doing, man.
Oh, wait a minute. I know what the problem is. I think I have YouTube open.
All right. Are you hear an echo or what? It's all right. All right. As you can see, we're live.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
I had the YouTube. Never mind.
Oh, I know, with the echo and everything.
Yeah, on the show, and then I left it open, and I'm hearing my. Never mind.
All right.
It's crazy.
Jessica is saying hello. They said Dave had a frozen moment. That's Italian. She's there. Oh my goodness.
Very true. Very true.
Do we fight over Tracy? We fight over Tracy. I like her on TikTok better. And anyway, it's all good. All right.
Well, we got a big show.
Yes,
as usual. And did you see the latest? The latest is that the left is now catching on to this Bannon fiasco with Epstein and so on. And now they're getting involved. They're bringing out how he was involved with some meme coin, some meme cryptocurrency coin called F. Joe Biden. And just, I don't know, allegedly ripped people off. I don't know.
Is the left like saying something because like the right already threw him to the dogs. I mean, they're like, whoa.
So now the left is hooking on to this. First, they're saying, he's swimming in the Epstein files. He's like Epstein's best friend and all of this. And then in the Epstein files, it talks about how Epstein represented the Rothschilds, and there's Bannon as his good buddy. It's all such everything that we were told through all of those posts to be aware of. This guy is doing, and his associates.
All right. When he says those posts, what did he mean? All right. Everyone knows what you mean. All right. Good.
Aaron's here. Great. Lorianne, Beverly, Phil, William. Good.
Okay. Dave, we got a lot to talk about. By the way, just almost done with this video. I was telling people on TikTok, this video is going to be great, but I'm like 15 minutes. I had to stop what I was doing. Normally, I don't like to stop, but we have to do this show, which is good. Dave, do you want to get started, or what do you want to do?
Well, yeah, give the folks a little bit of a
okay. All right.
Hey, I'll tell them because you'll beat around for 20 minutes. So the preview is that Bobby Kennedy's lawyer bought a cow from Gene because Gene only feeds them, the organic feed and all of this stuff from Azure Standard. And they came to Gene to buy a cow, and it was
it's a big deal. So sell a cow, that's a big deal.
It was a big deal. It was a very big deal. So it brought us back to the, how when we interviewed Bobby in Detroit and all of that, it was good. It was fun.
Yes, and you know what the thing is, some of these people we work with on their team, or you actually had the most phone calls with them to set this up, and I want to say, okay, this is the truth of it. When he was at he's big now, but at the height of it, when Bobby Kennedy was announcing his run, the only person that he interviewed with was George Magazine.
Right.
Now, you have to remember that's special to us, not to the interviewer or whatever. It's to us. He gave us, George Magazine, the exclusive right there. So anyway.
Yeah, and this was right before he made the announcement that he was a candidate.
Right.
Like and the day before, whatever.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, there's that's all coming back. We'll talk about that, and it's wonderful. But it is neat because we're just like, oh my goodness, I'm putting out cow stuff and everything else. All right. We have a fun show here, Dave. Strange week because we had President's Day, so today's already Wednesday.
Yeah. And
I feel like giddy, almost weekend giddy here. But let's start with this, and you're gonna think if you saw yesterday's shows that we're talking about yesterday. This is interesting. Here we go. Dave Blaze, the lead story on the Dispatch. And by the way, you could get the Dispatch. Go to georgemagazine.com, sign up for free. AOC's Munich gaffes reveal possible 2028 challenges. And the AOC, which we have been very friendly with her, we've been like, hey, she did great with this. We did a video of it. But on this one, I think it's a bridge too far.
Look, as a congresswoman representing her district in Sunnyside, New York,
right.
Sunnyside, Queens, New York, she does a good job. She's for her district and so on. Okay, yeah, she's a Democrat, I get it, but still, she does a good job for her district. But this whole ambition that every Tom, Dick, and Harry, now Jane, has to run for president. Let me ask you a question. What about these morons that have never been in government, but all of a sudden want to run for governor?
Right. Well, you have to.
With these people, they can't get it. They can't become like a state congressperson or a state senator or run for a low-level county commissioner first. Figure out how government works. Oh, I'm going to run for governor. Isn't that crazy?
Well, part of the. I'm not saying with everybody. I'm just saying. There is a grift to that. I'm not saying anyone that runs for governor, but it's like a business. Like when you have a business, it's not you. It's your separate company, LLC, incorporated. When you run, it's a separate checking account that money goes in there. And I'm not saying it's all for free meals or whatever, but with that account, it's regulated, but like different rules, like meals, travel.
Right. But what does that mean? What does that mean? That means that they're able to utilize all the donations when they lose, right?
Right. Well, under certain rules, yes. Generally speaking, under certain rules. But what I'm saying is like, okay, if you have a business and you have a business lunch, you have to talk so much and you can deduct only so much. With this, it's like, hey, I'm traveling. I gave us.
Okay.
It's
so if you have a business, like let's say you sell vacuum cleaners, and then you run for governor, and then what you can do, all the money that you collect in donations for running for governor, you can then use that money to travel around promoting your vacuum business.
Yes and no. There are rules to it. Wait, hold on. This one's going to get good. Okay. For some that have books and with this, like if you have a book, you can say, oh, I'm buying the book for the campaign, and the campaign's buying the book. It's all over the place. Okay.
Yeah. Now somebody in the chat brought up Mondami in New York. And he shot for the mayor of New York, the mayor of the largest city in the world. But here's the thing with this. Gene and I discussed way back about how the real estate, New York City real estate is a giant Ponzi scheme. It's a house of cards.
Thank you, Tracy, for being here.
So now Mondani is getting in there and he's seeing that, oh my goodness, New York City just doesn't have the money. So we'll have to see what happens.
He's in real land. Okay. With AOC, this is just what happened. Yesterday we played it. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to. It's cringeworthy, her explanation.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny, not funny, but she just did a Howard Dean. Let me remind you. Here we go.
You know something? Not only are we going to New Hampshire, Tom Harkin, we're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. And we're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House. Yeah!
I can't get enough of that. It used to be my ringtone. It really, really is. But I love after he does that and he looks back, it's like, yes, I just nailed it. And then after that, people are like, nah, I'm not voting for that guy.
Yeah, because he didn't look, I mean, that was years back, but at the time he didn't look presidential,
so everyone can
that guy negotiating with the mullahs and the and Putin and Xi and the rest of them.
Dave, I'm just going to play the AOC one more time.
Go ahead.
All right. Sorry to torture you here. Here you go.
Actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
I think that this is such a, I think that this is of course a very longstanding policy of the United States. And I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never get to that point, and we want to make sure that we are moving in all of our economic research and our global positions to avoid any such confrontation and for that question to even arise.
Yeah, we're moving in our research. All this woman had to say, all she had to say was,
right.
Wow, you really want to get to the final stage of a conflict. Now, let's not forget that there's all sorts of diplomacy that will take place prior to any kinetic action against China.
I know. Listen, she could have just sidestepped it. It's like,
well, that's what you would do. You would throw it back at the questioner, going like, right to the, drop the ball.
That's like you're having dinner with somebody. Honey, do you want the steak or the fish?
No. It's the question was more like you're on a first date, and the woman asks the guy, or vice versa. So, if the date goes well, are we going to get married? That was basically the question, right? So, how you answer that is, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, if we come to it. You see what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
Question. So, nothing's happening right now between China and Taiwan. Just a lot of talk. But are you willing to commit troops to Taiwan to defend against China? See, it's the same type of question.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's the Howard Dean moment, and it's a lead story on the Dispatch. Okay, here is another. This one is big. This is the Texas battle one here. Here we go. Okay, this is on the Dispatch. This is interesting because Trump withholds the endorsement in this GOP Senate primary in Texas. Dave, this is big here because there are heavyweights going at it.
I don't know what heavyweights. The only heavyweight there is Cornyn. Who are the two
Paxton,
bananas that are threatening?
Paxton is a heavyweight. He's the attorney general.
Yeah,
so
Paxton. I wouldn't vote for Paxton with your vote.
All right.
He's another guy. Isn't he involved in all sorts of crazy scandals and stuff like that?
No, I know friends that know him. They say he's a great guy. All right.
Yeah. Who are these friends? Let's parade them in front of us. I want to know who these friends are that say he's a great guy. Yeah.
All right.
You don't know anyone in Texas.
I know plenty of people. All right, let's do this one right here. This is the video. This is the big battle here. Okay. Here we go.
They're getting America back on track. Fearless conservative.
We will put Texas first. The ads are everywhere in a high-stakes primary.
John Cornyn turned his back on Texas.
Senator Cornyn trying to keep a job he's held for 24 years.
Why should Republicans pick you over Ken Paxton and Wesley Hunt?
Well, because I've been doing this a while and always rated as one of the most effective offices in the Senate.
That been doing it for a while part is what pushed Congressman Wesley Hunt to jump in.
He's completely out of touch, and that's because you stayed around for too long. The United States Senate is not a retirement community.
While Hunt targets Cornyn, the sitting senator focusing his fire on Attorney General Ken Paxton.
Ken Paxton's been an embarrassment.
The latest University of Houston poll shows Paxton leading, Cornyn trailing by 7, and Hunt a distant third.
Okay, well that's the latest. There.
You know, in a business, in any business, right? You have entry level people. Then, like in a software company, you have entry level people, programmers. Then you have junior engineers, and then you have senior engineers. Your senior engineers, because they know about the company, they were in on building the software, they understand it best. They're your most valuable people, right? So if you apply that to this notion of term limits, right? Once somebody gets into government and they fully understand the machinations and all of that, and they really got a good grasp on how things work, yeah, let's get rid of that guy now.
No, okay, not with Cornyn. I'm just saying in general. Everyone knows what we're talking about here. In general, the longer you in there, you make secret deals with other people. Not Cornyn. Secret deals with people.
That's a misnomer. Everyone's making.
Oh, I don't think so. It's no. You're in there. You're doing it the same way. The guy right here, Hunt, says, "I want to shake it up." You know, it's that's all he's saying.
He wants to shake what up? He doesn't know anything. Now he wants to be. Now he wants to go to the Senate.
We will see, Dave. It's not our battle to see. It's going a little bit.
All I'm saying is this: what is Cornyn's voting record?
I am sure mostly pro-Trump. I am
There
sure.
you go. Right.
I've
So
said
now
this.
you have Paxton and the other guy trying to knock out the senator that votes with Trump.
We'll see how it goes. I'm not
Paxton. Is it Bannon? Is it Bannon and Flynn and his associates? Are they backing Paxton?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's dig into that one. Guaranteed.
All right.
They want to push Cornyn out so the Democrat can win.
All right. Well, we don't know because I didn't research it. I don't know. All right, let's do this. Let me mute myself. I want to say hello to some people here, and we'll get going from here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. We see. Let's see. Debbie 4 or 4A. I'm not sure. I said hello to Beverly. Tracy. All right. Good to see you. Phil. Robbie TB. All right. Hey, you're on YouTube. Great. Stella. Let's see. JC Martinez. All right. Donna. Great. Susan. Debbie, you made it. Lorianne. Very good. Very good. Very good. If I miss anybody, don't get mad at me. All right. Daniel's here. I see Daniel. Hunt's got 17%. I'm just saying, yeah, I know. Listen, this is how that network, that crazy network operates. They push forward people that are not going to win to knock out the Trump guy. And that's what's happening. So Trump right now, well, when Gene's done saying hello, we'll talk about it.
Oh, no. We could talk about it.
Okay.
Yep.
So what I've noticed is President Trump is not saying anything to make big headlines. He's kind of letting that Bannon, Flynn associate thing kind of just cook.
Well, listen, it took we talked a lot about it. It took everyone by surprise. I mean, no one. The irony of it, everyone was like, we want to see the things, and it's like, wow, we didn't expect that. All right, hey, Dave, if I can move on because I want to talk about the 250 book here.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Okay, Dave, this is from the Dispatch, but this is the new America 250. If you have not gotten it yet, just go to georgemagazine.com. It features many things, including landscapes, presidential quotes. But one of the things, Dave, that it includes was mostly made up of some of them never seen before Trump photos, mostly from the campaign or early campaign before it was even a campaign, but also pictures that I've taken of Trump when he was president of the United States. So this was people constantly are like, oh, but he was fired and everything. I took pictures of the president of the United States when he was president.
I know that you were never fired. You know, the thing is that these people are constantly trying to, and we're talking about the ones that grift off of George. They want to elevate themselves by utilizing our magazine's name, and then at the same time dissing Gene or diminishing him in some way. Oh, he was fired. Oh, he was just one. He wasn't even a staff photographer. He was just a guy. Meanwhile, we're showing you the images of his badge, getting on the plane, the whole.
Right. This is an ongoing thing. If you haven't gotten it yet, just go to georgemagazine.com and get it. But there was a reason, and we're just talking one photo. There's reasons why some of these photos were never seen before, and they're seen now. So you can see it before some of them get donated to the Trump Presidential Library. So, okay. Really quick, if I can play this, because I want to tell people where to get the dispatch. Guys, stick around. It's just a short video, 40 seconds. Here we go, guys. Hey, friends, I want to tell you about the dispatch. Some of you guys already know about this, but you're going to love it. Basically, every weekday morning, you get emailed to you the day's leading stories, curated personally by me, Dave Blaze, and the rest of the George Magazine team. Very simply, it goes into your email. You can browse them very quickly, find out the day's top stories so you can get on with your day. So go to georgemagazine.com. You'll see there the dispatch link in the menu. Sign up, and then every weekday morning before 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, you get this email in your inbox, and you can read it, know what's relevant for today, and get started with your day. Okay, so I hope you guys get a chance to do that. Dave, we discussed this today about Iran. You can see all of the ships going in there, and obviously we want a peaceful negotiation, and looks like it's headed that way. Let me show you the article that was in the dispatch. Here we go. The article was in the dispatch, which is good news. Iran signals nuclear progress in Geneva as Trump calls for full dismantlement. Now, you know, all the ships are there. Obviously, we want a peaceful resolution to this, but Trump says, no, we're not dealing with this, with Iran getting a nuclear weapon.
Well, it's even more than that. They have intercontinental ballistic missiles aimed at areas in the Middle East where our guys are, where our soldiers are. And that's what President Trump is saying. Basically, the message is this: we're going to give you the opportunity of dismantling those missiles and missile silos and so forth, or we will dismantle them for you. That's where we're at.
Okay, Dave, I just learned the history of Iran. It was my generation growing up with the Iran hostage situation, but I didn't know, because, you know, as just a boy in the 70s, what Iran looked like. I mean, it was thriving, I would say.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you this video here, but my point is, it was never a democracy. It was a monarchy at the time, but it was, I mean, it was prosperous. Okay, guys, watch. This is Iran in the 1970s. Here we go.
Iran, a country brimming with energy, exploding with construction and development, a dynamic state with a thriving capital. Iran today, women even playing soccer, symbol of a radical revolution against deep-rooted taboos, habits, prejudices.
Okay, so I think the thing is, like, not every we understand that there's countries that they do governments their own way, but you know, it wasn't debauchery that I know of. You know, it's like it was a little bit Western.
No, there was none of that. What was going on was the country was thriving. They had a vast oil. You know, oil was their main money maker, and they were selling it, and the country was doing well. But see, it always boils down to this: you have a group that wants to, you know, they want to take over the country. So the first thing they do is they make the people feel dissatisfied with everything. The government's no good. The local, all of the institutions are no good. The Shah's no good. Everything's no good. If we were in charge, you would have this, you would have that. It's going to be so much better. You got to be free. We got to make you free, and we're going to bring you all back to what the Quran says, and so on. That's basically what the mullahs did, and convinced the people of that. And what happened? All that happened was the mullahs took over and sucked all the money out of the country.
Right. No,
that's where we're at.
So to me, it was just, I would say, interesting in the sense that it was like, hey, they could have a better, they did it well before. Really quick, Dave Blaze, if you're watching this, StreamYard just said that Facebook was down, or they had a problem with Facebook. So Facebook went down.
Just click somewhere on the screen; it'll go away.
Okay, sounds good. All right, here we go. Let's do this final story here, and this is important because we put these every day, Monday through Friday, on the dispatch. Here we go. Dave, one of the main features of it is the Silver Report that we do at the dispatch and also on Facebook. One of the most viewed posts that we do. And I think
Silver update.
Yeah, people, when they see this, and I don't know too much about silver, but there's a method to the madness, right? When sometimes when the silver goes up, it's because of supply and demand of the industry. Is that true, Dave?
Well, silver is unique in that it's used in a lot of industry. So the silver had been going up for a couple of reasons. One is that there was a shortage. It was what they call undermined for years, and now that shortage caught up with everybody. At the same time, there was a lot, as the price kept going up and so on, people were like jumping in there going, oh, this is it. Silver's going to make me rich and it's going to topple the dollar and all of that. That's not going to happen. What's happening is that the dollar, hold on a second. The dollar is stable. The dollar's rising. But if you notice, if the dollar drops a little bit, silver comes up. And then if the dollar index goes up, silver comes back down. Until there's another surge in the need for silver, which I believe is coming with all of these data centers that have to be built for artificial intelligence.
Right. This video here was in America's heyday of silver, and I thought it was interesting because a lot of people might not know this. Silver is used in photography, not anymore because we have digital now. But watch this video, 47 seconds.
Okay.
Here we go.
This wealth had a profound impact on the national economy, providing much-needed funding for the Civil War and contributing to the growth of industries that relied on silver and gold, such as photography and coinage. However, like many mining booms, the Comstock lode's prosperity was not eternal. As the easily accessible ore began to deplete, mining became more complex and expensive. Furthermore, the inherent dangers of working in the mines, combined with frequent collapses, fires, and labor disputes, took their toll on the industry. By the late 1880s, the once thriving mining operations were in decline, and Virginia City's population dwindled.
Okay, so my point
That was
is
the end of the Ponderosa.
Right. So, there was a time it was like, okay, you could just like mine it or whatever. And then now they have to have new technology, but it rises up. It used to be used for photography to make those prints, but not anymore.
Yeah. So, but silver is an interesting thing to watch. The other one to watch is we've been keeping an eye on copper. We've been doing updates daily on copper. If there's another metal that we feel is could make some big moves, we'll start updating that as well. But right now, it's silver and copper are the ones we're looking for.
Wonderful. Okay, Dave Blaze. Today's Wednesday. We still got a couple more days. The new issue comes out. Let's see. It's the 18th now. So like in 3 days.
May the 18th. Well, George Jr. The new George Jr. came out yesterday.
Right.
So on the 23rd will be issue 41 of George Magazine.
Okay.
And let me just let people know. We realize that some people are getting the reformatted magazines. Others are still waiting. You'll get the magazines. You'll get the magazines. As soon as they come in from the printers, they go right back out the door.
I can tell you there's shipments going out every day. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for everyone watching on later on. If you watch the full program, sometimes it goes down on Facebook, but I know on YouTube, if you go to YouTube and search for American Pulse Podcast, look for the George logo that we have here. And thank you so much. And thank you for all the TikTok people that stuck around with us. Thank you so much. All right.
Robbie.
All right.
Good.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. And we will talk with you tomorrow.
Yep.
Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to georgemagazine.com and sign up for the Dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.